After years of preparation, Saudi Aramco's shares finally started trading today with great fanfare on the Tadawul, Saudi Arabia's local stock exchange. The oil giant's market debut went off with a bang. Shares went up 10%, the limit under Saudi stock exchange rules. The amount raised, more than $25 billion, makes Saudi Aramco's IPO the biggest of all time, but that's still a smaller slice than the company originally planned. The IPO valued the company at around $1.7 trillion. That was short of the $2 trillion target that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman had been targeting. But the rise in the share price today brings the value up close to $1.9 trillion. So why were Saudi Aramco's shares going up today? Most international investors stayed away from the IPO. They thought Aramco was overvalued. But local investors, as well as other Gulf neighbors of Saudi Arabia, took part. And they are unlikely to sell the shares in the near term. That's because a lot of them were some of the richest people in Saudi Arabia who had been caught up in a crackdown and arrested in 2017. They've been encouraged to buy the shares for national pride. Another big buyer of shares was the Saudi government itself. The Saudi government owns Aramco, was selling the shares, but government entities ended up picking up around 13% of the shares. They are unlikely to sell in the near term. So what's next for Saudi Aramco? Could the shares keep going up? Given that so many of the buyers into the IPO are unlikely to be sellers, that is a possibility. Also, you have index funds who track the broad market, and they're going to be buying into Aramco to get them into their indexes, into popular ETFs and things like that. And the higher the price goes, the more the likelihood that Saudi Aramco could pursue a second international IPO, possibly in Asia, in Tokyo, or in China, to sell even more of the company.